Hello everybody and welcome to today's video where we're going to be covering how to create a Hytale server. Now at the time of recording, Hytale only came out about an hour ago, so this information is quite fresh, but fortunately it's not too complicated and it's actually quite similar to Minecraft. So there's no need to delay, we'll get into it straight away, but just before I do, I'll just say I'm going to be doing a bunch of Hytale content on this channel for server owners, for developers, so if you're interested in building things or modding on Hytale, please go ahead and hit subscribe, and hopefully you should enjoy the content that's to come. Okay, so the way it works is we download an installer and then we install the server via that installer. With Hytale, everything is done with authentication. So we have to authenticate to download the server.jar and we also have to authenticate to start the server. So what you want to do is in the video description, I'm going to link this direct download link here to download the zip file, which we need. So I'm going to go ahead and download it now. Okay, so mine's just downloading there. Awesome. And then once you have that downloaded, it's only about 10 megs, so it shouldn't take too long. Just go ahead and create yourself a folder anywhere you'd like your server. I'm going to do mine on my desktop, you can do it anywhere. I'm going to call mine Hytale server, but you can call it anything that you'd like. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open that server, and this is where our server files are going to be. So what we'll do also, we'll open that zip that we just downloaded, and then we're going to go ahead and drag in the application that's in there. We don't need the rest of this, so we can just go ahead and close the zip, although there's a nice quick start there if you want to read that. Okay, awesome. And what we're going to do is run this, and this is going to install the server jar for us. So it's not going to run the server, but it's going to download it for us so that we can run it ourselves. When we open this, we're going to have to firstly authenticate. So you can see I've just opened it, and now we get a link to authenticate. So just go ahead and control click that in your terminal, and then it'll open in a new tab like this, and you can just go ahead and hit approve. If you're not logged in, it's going to push you to log in, and I'll just complete this captcha. And there we go, so it's saying authorizing app, and there we go, the requested application has been authorized successfully. So now you'll see it's going to download this file. Now this file is about 1.4 gig big because it includes server files and also the assets files, which are in this case hosted server side. So my internet's quite fast, so this shouldn't take too long, but if your internet's a bit slower, I recommend pausing the video and getting to the same stage as me where everything's downloaded. Okay, so you can see it's pretty much finished now. And there we go. So we'll take a look at what's generated, and there we go. So we can actually go ahead and delete a few things. We can delete that downloader. We can delete the credentials as well. All we need now is what's inside of here. So we're going to go ahead and drag the Assets.zip to the main Hytale server folder, just like that. This will take a few seconds because this is the biggest file of them all. You can see here the size of the Assets.zip is 3.28 gig, which is quite big. And then in the server folder here, I'm going to go ahead and drag all of those and push that to the Hytale server also. Okay, that one was quick. And then we'll go and delete that zip file. And then there we go, we now have a successfully built Hytale server. So you might want to pause the video and just get up to speed, and now we're going to cover how to actually start it up and connect. So to boot it, it's very similar to Minecraft. So we just create a start.bat, and I'll show you the exact start command to use to get this booted, because it's not just plain vanilla start command. So what you're going to want to do is open Notepad from Windows, and then you're going to want to write the following command in there. We're going to do .java, jar, this will be in the description by the way if you want to copy it, HytaleServer.jar. So make it so it's exactly what you've named your Hytale server, which was default generated to that. And then we're going to do --assets, and then you link your assets.zip file, which in our case is called assets.zip. And then guys, that's it. So what I'm going to do is go File, Save As, and then we'll save it in here as a start.bat, but just be sure to go ahead and click all files so that it saves as a bat file and not a txt. Okay, awesome. So if we go ahead and hit start.bat now, you'll see the server is going to start up just like this. So on first run, it'll take maybe about 30 seconds to successfully download and initialize everything. And there we go, you can see we have a few warnings, a few teething issues that Hytale will iron out shortly. Then if we go right to the top, before we can connect, you're going to see we have to actually authenticate the server. So we do auth login to actually authenticate the server. So I'm going to go right to the bottom, and I'm going to write auth login browser. And you can see here it's given us a link that we have to open once more. So control click, you can see there, same thing again, it's just authorizing the server. And there you go, authentication successful. And so what we can now do is go ahead and open Hytale. And we just connect to the server by using localhost just like this. And if we hit connect, you can see now lots of stuff happening in console. It's loading the world, it's adding the player to the server, and then there you go, guys. I'm now playing Hytale on my own local server. So of course, if you want to play Hytale with friends, then you would be looking more at kind of using port forwarding or using a public hosting solution. But if you're just trying to play by yourself, or you want to maybe do some modding, then this is absolutely the right approach, and this video has covered exactly how you can do that today. So as I say, guys, going to be pushing a load of Hytale content out on this channel, so please do keep an eye. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it all worked great, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.